Welcome back to the lab. We're still working on this PHILCO. We just saw that when we ran a signal through this transformer. I looked at it over on this side. We were able to tune it. We swept it from 425 to 475 kilohertz and parked the peak of the resonance curve right at 455 on the scope. Now over here we're injecting the same signal, 425 to 475 kilohertz, into this problematic transformer. Same deal. We're putting it through here. We pulled the tube out. So we put it right in there without a cap. We're reading it off of this side, coming out of here between this and this. That's where we're reading it. And it's the same sweep. So let's take a look and see what the scope sees. The scope should see what we saw last time. But lo and behold, look at that. What is going on here? We got the same trace. This shows us where we're sweeping. 425 to 475. Right in the middle is 455, and look at that. It's just kind of going down. So, the setup is quite simple. We're just back over there, probing, injecting and probing. Nothing important to see there, folks. Here's our start frequency is actually 435. And our end frequency is 475. Okay, that was 435 to 475. It's plus or minus 20. And that obviously is not working. You can see this thing kind of like jostling a little bit. So what we'll do is that we know, because we've already done it, we're going to take our start frequency and we're going to bring it down to, let's say, we know it's a 340, right? Last time it was 340. So we'll go to 320 as a start and 360 kilohertz for the end. We'll see what that does. And the voltage, we'll put it down to 10 millivolts. How about 0.1 volts? Trying to find the right volt. The voltage for it. Let's make it up to 0.5 volts. I'm looking at the screen. 0.5 volts. We're sweeping. Lo and behold, it's changed. There it is. We're going from over here is I believe it's 320 to 340. Is that what it is? 320 to 360. That's 320. That's 360. That's 20. That's 320 to 360 is 40. So that's 340 is right there. That's 340. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 320 to 340. 20 divided by 5 is 5. That's 320, 325, 330, just like before. It's parked at about 330 right now. A little bit less. So when we go over to this thing, we're going to do the same thing. There's no coil in this one, no adjustable coil. So we're going to stick our little probe in, and I believe that it's going to be this one. I'm not sure. Well, we'll just stick it in there, and we're going to turn it. I'm turning it right now. We don't see any change at all. Moving it back and forth. No change. We go over to here. In case we were wrong. Get the screwdriver in there. Take a look at it. I'm going to turn it. I'm turning it now. There's no change. I'm turning the screwdriver. No change. We'll bring it back down and back it off a turn. And we'll try the last one. Even though we know it's not going to make any difference. So we got the screwdriver in, turning it. Backing it out, no change. So what we know, what we can see, is that when we are turning the screwdrivers on this thing, it ain't changing. It doesn't do anything. So let's see if we can park this in the middle. We think that according to our scope trace, that's 320, and the end frequency is 360. That's 320, that's 360, that's halfway between 320 and 360, which is 340. 340 to 320 is 20, so that's 20 divided by 5 is 4. So that's 320, 325. We think it's 330. So we'll go over to here. We'll change our scan from 330 plus or minus 20. So the start frequency would be 310 kilohertz. The end is 330 plus 20, which is 350 kilohertz. We're doing the same thing. We're sweeping. We come back over, and we see that by sweeping that, let me bring up we see it a little bit better. We can see that it's almost over there. It's almost over to the middle. The middle here is halfway between the two. So let's see if we can find out exactly where that is. It's 1/2 of a gradual away. And this is sweeping from 310 to 350. 310 to 350. 40 kilohertz across 10 is 4 kilohertz. So it's 2 kilohertz. So we'll crank it up a little bit. Let me see if I can do this in my head. It's 310, so we go to 315. And this one was 360. It was 350. We go to 365 kilohertz. Oops, I went the wrong way. You know what? We'll just end it right here. You understand what I was trying to do. We're just horsing around with it. But we can clearly see that this thing did not move around when we horsed around with these, thus proving again that this is going to have to be examined. Stay tuned.